Hey, good morning, my friends. I'm Live Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. We have a half spring week and a half not so springy of a week. So let's get to it. And of course, we're still in this regular storm pattern where about every 6 to 7 days we have a what I call a full scale storm system. The precipitation in the storm stretches all the way from the Canadian border down to the Gulf of Mexico. And of course, we're staying on that same timing of Friday, Saturday for the storm system. Prior to that, 1 week little cold front about Wednesday. So let's get into it and show you. So we've had some rain and some spotty snow. Hey, good morning, Greg Trombley. Some spotty snow in the Saginaw, Birch Run, Frankenmuth area, in through the Thumb and through Sanilac County. That's pretty much done now, and we'll be going toward some sunshine during the day today. All right, so here we go with our model forecast into the week. Let me get it so that you can see it nicely here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kathleen Weber from GR. All right. And good morning, Novi, Rosaline Lambert, and Manton, Susan Wallace. Good morning. All right, so here we go. So precipitation is done for today. We'll call it a dry Monday, and we'll call it a dry Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, this cold front comes through from the north, showing snow, but I would call it rain and snow showers. And then a little bit cooler air. So Wednesday's kind of a chilly day, not really a spring-like day. And that cold front will shift to the south, leave us cool for Thursday. But then here comes, of course, our next major storm system. And this is Friday morning. So we're into the warm sector of the storm for all of lower Michigan this time. It's about 50 miles farther to the north. And that's what we normally see, is that these storms each week track a little farther north as the cold air loses a little strength and the warm air to the south gains a little strength. So Friday looks like a showery day, maybe our first thunderstorms. And this is Friday night. This is Friday night overnight. This is Saturday morning. So as the storm pulls off to the northeast, there's still cold enough air to pull down the cold air to bring it back to snow. In this case, it looks like maybe the northern third of lower Michigan and the UP for a 6-hour end to the storm system with snow. So we are still talking snow. And in southern Michigan by Saturday morning, yeah, maybe some snow mixed in with a few rain showers, and it's off to the east. And then, of course, as we get into next week, our next storm system in this model, look at this. This is out at April 5th. This model shows a very similar track with a storm center over the middle of the state, and again, the snow on the northern shield. We know that this model is usually too cold at 9 and 10 days out. So we figured that the progression northward should occur, but the point being is we still have enough cold reservoir that we cannot totally rule out snow again. Okay? So temperatures. Let's take a look at the high temperatures this week. And today is, upper 40s to about 50 degrees. Susan Wallace, yes, once we get into the warm air, if these storm systems continue, we'll be talking thunderstorms. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow on MLive. We might be talking about, we got to watch for the significant severe weather shifting northward as well. Not right now, though. Tuesday, temperatures in the upper 40s. Wednesday, like I said, a cold front comes through, so places like Traverse City may only be 35-ish. I tend to find that the models at this time of the year, if a little sun pops out, it warms up to 35 pretty quickly. Southern part of the state in the 40s, and then Thursday in the 40s. Friday, let's stare at this. That looks like a masterpiece, doesn't it? Maybe 60 degrees up to Bay City, and up to Mount Pleasant. So if we get in the warm sector of the storm and we get a little bit of dry weather in the middle part of the day on Friday, we could have ourselves a very nice spring-like day, and that would yield to the thunderstorms. And then behind the storm system, Saturday is cooler to cold. Some spots in the north only in the 30s, but we jump back pretty quickly now. Okay. Hey, good morning, Cherry Hedrick from Gladwin and Louise Fairbanks from Hubbard Lake. Good morning to you. So, Friday warm, Saturday chilly, Sunday back to temperatures in the 50s. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, again, this model cold toward the end of it. So I really wouldn't worry about that, but it's certainly possible because look at the extended forecast here. Let me show you the 6 to 10 day and the 8 to 14 day forecast. So the 6 to 10 day forecast still leans toward cooler than normal temperatures. Tom Ramsey already planning on Friday, work Skipper Friday. We'll see. We'll see. One thing I'm worried about is we got to get off of this weekend rain thing before summer hits, or we're in a bad way here in Michigan. 6 to 10 day precip above normal, 8 to 14 day outlook, April 3rd to 9th. Still leaning toward cooler than normal, slightly cooler than normal by a few degrees. That's pretty nice at that time of the year, but it's not super springy. And look at the above normal bullseye of precipitation over Michigan in the April 3rd to April 9th period. So we are looking at a pretty quiet week until we get to Friday, Saturday. Then we get our next large-scale storm system. We'll keep an eye on that one for you. And we'll wait to forecast any accumulations of snow or any severe weather, but it's the time of year where we definitely have to watch that kind of stuff. So enjoy your week. I'll keep you updated on weather here on MLive and on the MLive.com website. Please share if you could. Let folks know this is how you get your weather. I'd appreciate it very much. That would be just for me and for MLive. Otherwise, have a great Monday. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.